I met Debra Wingfield approximately 14 years ago when I entered her programs at the University of Southern Colorado in domestic violence and addictions. At that time, I didn't understand exactly why I was entering this field. As I studied the first course, I realized we were trying to put back the pieces of my own life lost, growing up in an abusive home as a child, being married for 25 years in an abusive marriage. Also noting that I hadn't been anything but an abusive mother also. As I studied and worked under her, I came to realize that my journey, although I thought I had completed it through many other forms of counseling and 12-step programs, was only just to begin, because her guidance led me into working at the Safe House, working with victims in Tessa, then working in group homes with disturbed and abused children, having a group home of my own, and finally into working with perpetrators for the last 10 years. I think the most important thing that she's brought to the table as it comes up now with the inner child, learning about the inner child back with John Bradshaw and some of the others formerly known to many of us that are counselors today. It's much deeper than where he went. He speaks about the abuse of the child from sex to incest to physical to emotional, but putting it together from peers, from your church groups, from the community, as well as your outlying family, not with just in the family, but all of that. You put those facets together, and abuse extends far beyond, I think, most of our imagination. Today, I think my goal will be, if I can follow along in these footsteps that Debra is setting up now, would be to learn how we put the physical, which being a previous RN, would be how to put the mental with the physical and the medical. That's always been something I've totally agreed on, working in hospital for so many years. Seeing abused patients come in, seeing the children leave, and many to return dead from the same type of abuse. I think what we need to recognize is that this is all entangled together in our minds, in our souls, and in our bodies. And until we recognize that, till we work on all parts of that, we won't be totally healed from within. And therefore can't help those that are coming to us for their care. So I wish you well, Debra.